Now let us continue further about moment of inertia. See, do you know any practical or day-to-day life example of moment of inertia? इफ़ यू हैव सीन द चक्की, जिस पुराने ज़माने में जो आटा पीसने के काम आती थे, उसमें अगर आपने देखा होगा तो दो बड़े स्टोन रहते थे, बहुत हैवी स्टोन, और ऊपर वाले स्टोन में एक हैंडल रहता था, उससे जो हम गोल गोल घुमाते थे, और दो स्टोन के बीच में हम जो भी ग्रेन्स है उसको ग्राइंड करना है, दैट वी यूज टू कीप इट. So how here moment of inertia is going to help to you? That moment of inertia, because it depends on mass. Since the stone has heavier mass, and because of its larger mass, it has larger moment of inertia, and hence the sudden increase or decrease will not be allowed. So even though you decrease the speed, it will gradually stop. This is helping the grains to grind well. Also, it is used in, if you have seen the bicycle. In case of bicycle, the moment of inertia we are increasing by concentrating most of the mass at the rim. See the distribution of mass. Distribution of mass is away from the center, which is the axis of rotation. So by doing it, we are increasing the distance, and hence moment of inertia is increased, and as a result the cycle will continue, the wheel of the cycle will continue to rotate for some time, even if you stop pedaling. Same way, another example is the flywheel, that is very heavy wheel, which is basically used in steam engine or automobile engines. Here, see the first example which I gave you of chakki, their moment of inertia is greater because of mass. Second example of bicycle, moment of inertia is larger. It is due to the distribution of mass away from the axis of rotation, that is making R greater. So either you increase the mass, either you make R larger. In both cases, moment of inertia will increase, and when the moment of inertia will increase, then it will help the body to gradually decrease the speed, even though it will not stop it suddenly. So the example which I was telling in flywheel, there will not be a sudden stop of vehicle, even though the motor is stopped. It will gradually decrease, and that will avoid the jerk, and it will have a smooth ride. So this is how the moment of inertia can be useful in our day-to-day life. Now first let us derive the relation, that is the relation between rotational kinetic energy and moment of inertia. See, kinetic energy in linear motion we know half mv square. Now we are going to study kinetic energy in rotational motion. So I had told you initially only that kinetic energy m will be replaced by I, that is role played by mass is role played by moment of inertia I. V square, velocity, linear velocity, omega, angular velocity. So rotational kinetic energy is half I omega square. So let us now first derive it. So again, you know this diagram. This is a rigid body. these are the particles m1, m2, m3, like that there are n number of particles. For simplicity we show only few particles. R1, R2, R3 I have told perpendicular distances from the axis of rotation. M1, M2, M3 mass, V1, V2, V3 their velocity respectively. Okay, so let us study now in detail. Do you know what is the relation? This already we had derived in circular motion, if you remember, relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. See, as I have told you, the whole body will have one common angular velocity. So this is most important to understand. Linear velocities are different, v1, v2, v3, vn. But in each case, your angular velocity is omega, because body is having one uniform common angular velocity. So we know the relations. V1 is equal to R1 omega, V2 R2 omega, V3 R3 omega, and so on. So if we calculate the total energy of a particle, it will be half m1 v1 square, half m2 v2 square, half m3 v3 square, and so on. Replace v1 by r1 square omega square, r2 square omega square, r3 square omega square, and so on. Take omega square common. Just now we had defined this. It is sigma I is equal to 1 to n mi ri square. It is kinetic energy sigma I is equal to 1 to n mi ri square. And this is your nothing but moment of inertia. So rotational kinetic energy is half I omega square. It is analog to the energy half mv square in linear motion. So if omega is equal to 1, we say kinetic energy of rotation is half I. It means moment of inertia is 2 into rotational kinetic energy. Okay, moment of inertia omega is equal to 1, rotational kinetic energy half I. So I is equal to 2 into rotational kinetic energy.